Hello, it's Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey. So today I am in a different part of New Jersey, and my husband and I are watching my husband's grandson. He is the cutest thing. He's just under 2. And on the way here, I had purchased plants, picked them up, and some of them I do have, but a lot of them I don't. And I have purchased from the seller before, and I was just so happy to see her. I was so happy to talk with her, and she knows a lot about plants, and we have a lot in common. So I just want to talk about the ones that I got. This one I definitely don't have, and I don't usually have luck with, but I got it. It's a Skinzapsis Jade Satin Aurea variegated, and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's fully rooted, it's velvety to the touch, but it also has all that color. And it's a really thick leaf like a Scindapsus, but it's not the silver. It doesn't have any silver on it, actually. It's so variegated. So it is really beautiful. It's called Scindapsus Jade Satin Aurea variegated. And if you're into that, I mean, it is really pretty. And there's another leaf down here, which I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, yeah, you can. So it is so pretty. And I can't wait to plant this up. And I think I might do it because right now it's in a tiny itty bitty bit of sphagnum moss, but there's a lot of roots in here. And I think I might do it in Leca because they're thirsty little beings. And also they have some aerial roots on them. So it might actually chop and just shove them um right into the Leca and see where it goes from there. All right. Next. Now, one of the plants that used to be the bane of my existence until I discovered Leca and tried it in Leca because I was at my wit's end. I only had one leaf, one would die, one would die. It was a syngonium. And now with I put it in Leca and put it in brighter light. Oh my God. The plant is just thriving. So right now she has it in sphagnum moss and there's tons and tons of roots, but this one is a Syngonium aurea. So, I mean, I think I'm on a kick right now with aurea with the yellow. So, because I really like the green and the yellow, and I really think it looks really pretty. Not on all plants, though. Like with the Micans aurea, it looks like it's dying for some reason. I don't really like it. But like some plants I don't like with the aurea, but this I do. This looks good. Syngonium aurea. And there's a new leaf coming out. And I can't wait to do something with this. And I definitely am going to put in Lego because I've had such success with my other Syngonium, which I've had for like 2 or 3 years. And it's just been like a horrible, deadly cycle. And then all of a sudden I put in Leca and boom, now it's growing like it should be. So I'm going to do Leca. Definitely. All right. Now, this one is Monstera Adansonii albo. And look at that variegation. Oh, yeah, baby. And the new leaf is coming in. And I think I might actually have to put this on a moss ball because this is gorgeous. And I mean, this is really strong. The the petioles are really strong. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, look at that top leaf. So you know what I got. I mean, that's pretty white. And then the next one is coming in all variegated. So it looks really, really pretty. Now, this is a really cool one because it's not really a monstera, but people call it a mini monstera. Okay. So this is, um, it looks just like a monstera though. Or it could look like an epipremnum or something like that. But to me, I'll always call it a mini monstera. Okay. So it's a Rhapsodophora tetrasperma, the mini monstera. So she gave me like all these cuttings of that. And some of them do look variegated, but I don't think they are. It's just they have to harden off. And then in there, she shoved some Sultapicana in there too. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just pick it up. Sultapicana. So she gave that as a like little bonus thing. And she gave me tons of bonus plants too. So, and I'll tell you about them. All right, the one I like, I have no clue what it is, but yeah. So anyway, this is the Rhapsodophora tetrasperma, the basically a mini monstera, and look at how many cuttings she gave me. I mean, that's insane, and it's really gonna fill in a moss pool beautifully. And then it'll probably fill in the moss pool. I could take cuttings, give them to my friends, and gift them out. All right. So this is a really cool one to have. All right. So now also what I did get, which I did want actually, um, was which I sell a lot of them, but I've never kept one for myself, which is the strangest thing. But I do want one, and I want a really full one, but I've always sold them at my shop, but I've never had one in my home. So now I bought one from this girl, Dina, and it's donkey's tail. It's something so simple. Donkey's tail is succulent, and she just did this. She gave me 3 cuttings. Um she I, honestly, I only paid for one. I think she was like, "Oh, I'll charge you like $3." But she gave me 3 cuttings, huge cuttings of the donkey's tail, and I am going to put them in one big pot. I'm going to put them in my kitchen window, and I am going to grow them down. Okay? And some pieces did fall off, but they'll fill it in too. I mean, it's only a matter of time before these things really grow quickly and full. So, I am going to definitely take advantage of that. I mean, this girl really went over the moon and back for this sale, and I had purchased my. I don't think she ships. That's why I'm not really telling you who she is or what. She lives in New Jersey, and I think she's only like pickup. I don't think she ships or anything like that. If she does, I'll share it in another video, but I don't think she does. All right. And then also, I sell a lot of these. So, I wanted my own again, which I had my own, but it's just, and then I cut it up and cut it up and cut it up, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. But now I have it at my shop, and I just keep cutting and cutting and cutting, and I'm kind of like, I think I want some color in my house, and the easiest way to get that is a wandering Jew. All right, so this is a Tradescantia zebrina, or I think she called it something else. She called it like a pink something or other. So this is the Tradescantia, but in here she also threw in a watermelon peperomia. So it's got a lot of leaves on it too. So Wandering Jew, Tradescantia zebrina with the pink one, like the sparkly pink one. I already have this, but I've never had a peperomia, like a watermelon peperomia ever. So, and I have had peperomias before, and this was probably about 4.5 years ago when I first got into plants, and they were beautiful, but they got mealy bugs, and I didn't know how to handle them. I treated them. I was treating them with alcohol, neem oil, and it just grossed me out. So I threw them away, and I really regret that to this day. I had three different kinds, and they were really nice ones, and I regret it to this day. So, but that's that's what these are. That's what these are, and they are absolutely beautiful. So I have a watermelon peperomia, beautiful, and a Tradescantia zebrina or pink something or other that she called it, but I don't know. Oh, I think I have tape on my finger. Yeah, I do. Okay. Now, these were nothing of what I thought I wanted or knew I wanted. Okay. So she had given me Epipremnum pinnata marble, which I already have, but my variegation, like mine isn't white like that. Mine isn't as white as that. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the roots on these grow and then put them into the same pot as my other epipremnums so they could grow up the moss pole and fenestrate. They fenestrate so quick. Like if you have an epipremnum pinnatum, they fenestrate so fast. It's not even funny. So that's a very satisfying plant. But this one is just so much whiter than it's so much more variegated than my epipremnum pinnatum marble. So I'm very excited about this, and I think it'll be a nice contrast on the moss pole when you see like these white ones and then the really marble ones. So mine's like more, I would have to say they're more green with the white, and this is more white with green splashes. So this will be really cool in that pot with the other Epipremnum pinnatum marbles. Then she gave me, which I'm going to be right after this, I'm going to be doing a video on putting these in fluval stratum. So she gave me, it took me a little while to figure out what, because she wrote on a card what the plants were, but it took me a little while to figure out which one was which. And one of them is um one of them is a peperomia, but for me, I don't know peperomia that much well. And to me, I think this would have to be a no ID to me. And it looks like, so it has like the emerald green on the outside, and then it has like that like mint lime down the middle. If anyone knows what that is, please just comment. Tell me exactly what it is, and I'll know because I've been looking it up and I can't figure it out. So I'm like, oh, um, peperomia, red back, emerald green with mint lava. Because I'm thinking like, because I'm more of a Monstera girl, you know? So I'm thinking mint lava. I don't know. It kind of looks like a mint lava, right? I mean, you see that plant? It looks beautiful. So that's where I'm going with that. But for me, it's a no idea. I don't know what it is. I do know it's a peperomia. I don't know what it is. So just help me out here. All right. Then she also gave me, oh, she gave me now. I didn't even know they made these. This is a Cebu blue Aurea. You see the variegation in here? The yellow variegation. It's a Cebu blue Aurea. So I'm very excited to plant this one up. And I'm putting it in Fluval tonight, and that'll be my next video. And but I just have never seen anything like it. So I have aerial, and the aerial roots are really strong on this guy. So I have aerial roots here and here, and I might just cut it in between so that I'll have two cuttings and put them in the fluval stratum because it is just so beautiful. Then this one is philodendron. Now, I've never heard of this one either. Philodendron rantiatum, rantiatum, and this is really pretty. And when I looked it up online, and then I looked up on YouTube, and it really grows pretty quick, but it's silvery. So it's really pretty. All right. So I'm just gonna, and this is rooted, not in anything, but I'm gonna be putting it in Fluval tonight because I have to. Otherwise, these roots will these roots will dry out and be worth nothing. So yeah, that's it. That's a lot of plants. I mean, these are going to be just absolutely beautiful. And I think out of all of them, what's my favorite? I would have to say my favorite would have to be the one I didn't know existed, which was the Cebu Blue Aurea. That is just so cool. That is just so cool because it does look like a Cebu Blue, but it has the yellow variegation, and I think it's really cool. So there's a lot of yellow variegated plants here, and I'm very excited over them. All right, so if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I know I'm whispering tonight, but I have my little grandbaby upstairs sleeping in his little vest thing, his little, his little sleeping cap. No, he doesn't have a sleeping cap on, but he looks adorable. All right. Have a good night. Thank you. Good night.